Hi guys, welcome to Talking Money with Nosy, personal finance made simple. Today I want to talk about investing on EasyProperties versus investing in real estate investment trusts which are listed on the stock market. So first of all, what is EasyProperties? EasyProperties is an online platform that allows groups of investors to invest in physical property. Think of it as a property stokvel. Instead of buying property alone as an individual, the EasyProperties platform collects money from you and other investors and buys a property. You get to own shares of the property in proportion to how much money you invested. For example, let's say a property is selling for 1 million rand and there are 100 investors who invest 10,000 rand each to buy that property. It means that each investor would own 1% of that property. So this is the EasyProperties website, properties.easyequities.co.za. So before you can start investing on the EasyProperties website, you actually need to register. So you click on register now. But because EasyProperties is part of Easy Equities, you first need to have an existing Easy Equities account. So that's why it takes you to this page, which is the registration page for Easy Equities. Once you've registered with Easy Equities, then you'll be able to activate your EasyProperties profile. So let me just log into my Easy Equities. So I've logged into Easy Equities, right? So you're going to see this. It looks like an advert with these moving pictures and words. Click on EasyProperties. Then you should consent to the terms and conditions and then click on activate EasyProperties. So let me go back to the website, the EasyProperties website. So I click on properties and then select view properties. So these are the properties that have been invested in so far. 7 on Middle, Black Brick, Cape Town, The Blyde, The Exchange Lofts, Green Park, Green Reef Village, Polo Fields, The Rockefeller. Okay, so basically 7 on Middle, those are the apartments. This is what they look like. 6 million was raised and 7,417 people invested in that property. Then there's Black Brick. 3,668,000 was raised by 4,374 investors. Then there's Black Brick Cape Town. 9,741,000 was raised by 7,927 investors. Then there's the Blyde. 8,088,000 was raised by 6,614 investors. Then there's the Exchange Lofts. 9,188,000 was raised by 10,770 investors, and so forth and so forth. Okay, so now I'm going to check if there are any new listings. So let me log in, click on browse properties. So currently there's only one property available for investing at the moment. It's called the Reit. This is the address, 28 Beacon Avenue, Linbro Park. This is in Johannesburg. So far it is 22.98% funded. So investors still need to raise 77% for this apartment to be fully funded. So it says offer ends in 10 days. EasyProperties then collects rental income from that property and then distributes it every 3 months to investors according to how many property shares they own. So for dividend payments, you need to go to the calendar. You need to log into EasyProperties, select calendar, and then click on dividend calendar. Then the dividend calendar page will open. Upcoming dividend payments. To be eligible for the dividend payment, you must be the holder of the relevant share 3 days before the dividend payment date. So these are the dividend payment dates for 2021 as well as 2022. Let's scroll down and see. Obviously, we're interested in 2022, right? So 7 on Middle will pay dividends on the 20th of Feb. The Exchange Lofts, 20 Feb. Black Brick Cape Town, 20 May. Polo Fields, 20 Feb. Kikuyu, 20 Feb. The Monroe, 20 August. 4 on O, Sea Point, 20 May. The Bailey, 20 May. So you can expect to receive dividends in February, in May, in August, and in November. Also, you can look at the historical dividends by clicking over here to see which properties paid dividends when and by how much. So how will the dividends from EasyProperties be taxed? Well, it says here that dividends paid by companies to individuals are subject to dividends tax at a rate of 20%. These taxes will be withheld by EasyProperties and paid to SARS on the investor's behalf. Dividends that have been subject to dividends tax will not be subject to further taxes in the hands of investors. Can you sell your EasyProperties shares at any time? The answer, unfortunately, is no. An auction will be held every 3 months on EasyProperties, and you can sell your shares to new buyers at the auction. Let me show you what happens if I try to sell or buy my properties which are currently not on auction. So I'm going to scroll down. So I bought Black Brick as well as the Rockefeller. This was in 2020, sometime in September, I think. So if I click on Black Brick, if I hover over where it says buy more, it says buying and selling shares are only available when the property auction opens. If I just hover over the sell button, it says buying and selling shares are only available when the property auction opens. So if I want to see when the next auction is, I click on view auction calendar, and then it says upcoming auction dates. Well, these are all for last year. So I guess this year's auctions have not yet opened. So you can see that last year, the first quarter auction opened on the 5th of February and it closed on the 19th of February 2021. Second quarter auction, it opened 5 May, closed on the 19th of May 2021. The third quarter auction opened on the 5th of August and closed on the 19th of August 2021. The fourth and final quarter auctions for last year was 5 November. That's when it opened and it closed on the 19th of November. So for this year, I guess it's going to open again in February, so I have to keep on checking. Can you reinvest your rental dividends on EasyProperties? Yes, you can reinvest your dividends, but you can only do that during an auction or when a new property is being sold. So how long is the investment term on EasyProperties? Most properties that are sold on EasyProperties have an investment term of 5 years. Guys, property is a long-term investment. If you were to buy an apartment today with your own money and you pay all the transfer costs and registration fees and sign all the papers, how soon would you want to sell that property after buying it? Would you want to sell it after 1 day or after 1 week or after 1 month or even after 1 year? No, right? You would hold on to it. Why? Because property appreciates in value over many years, not just a few weeks or a few days or a few months. So please don't start getting confused when it comes to EasyProperties, because it's the exact same concept as buying physical property on your own, except this time you're doing it with other investors online. If you want your money back in 1 week or 1 month, then EasyProperties is not for you, right? So what happens at the end of the 5 years, the end of the investment term? Well, at the end of the investment term, investors will be given an opportunity to vote online for one of the following options. Option number 1, you can vote to keep your shares in the property. Option number 2, you can vote to sell the property to other investors on EasyProperties. Or option number 3, you can vote to list the property for sale on the open market. Now, let's talk about real estate investment trusts, also known as REITs, and how they are different from properties that are on the EasyProperties platform. Firstly, what is a REIT? A REIT is a company that owns, manages, or finances income-producing properties. A REIT is a company, not a property. REITs own or provide finance for commercial properties like office parks, apartment buildings, warehouses, hospitals, shopping malls, shopping centers, student accommodation, factories, storage facilities, hotels, etc. REIT income can come from the properties themselves or the debt or mortgages on those properties. Please click on the link which is appearing on your screen right now to watch a more detailed video about REITs. Here are the differences between REITs and properties on EasyProperties. Difference number 1 is that REITs are listed on the stock market. The properties on EasyProperties are not listed on the stock market. This difference is key. What this means is that you can buy and sell REITs every day whenever the stock market is open, but you can only buy and sell EasyProperties during an auction or when a new property is on offer. Difference number 2 is that with EasyProperties, you buy one property or a few properties that are available on offer at the time. But when you buy a REIT, you are investing in a company that owns tens or even hundreds and thousands of properties, and you can buy REITs anytime as long as the stock market is open. So back inside my EasyProperties account, let's click on Browse Properties. As you can see, the property that is available for buying at the moment is the Reed. The other properties, I cannot buy them at the moment. I have to wait for the auction. So it says available on resale market soon. But with REITs, let's go into Easy Equities. It's a whole different story. Under category tags, let me scroll to the right, click on real estate investment trusts. These are all the different real estate investment trusts that I can buy. I'm not sure how many there are. I'm even lazy to count, but there's more than 24. I can buy these REITs at any time as long as the market is open. So I don't have to wait for any auction or anything like that. And besides that, by just buying one REIT, my money is exposed to all the properties that the REIT owns. So for example, with Growth Point, which I showed you previously, if I click on Growth Point, select Yahoo Finance, then click on Profile, it says Growth Point is the largest South African primary JSE listed REIT with a quality portfolio of 440 directly owned properties in South Africa, valued at 73 billion rand. So by me just investing in Growth Point properties, my money is exposed to these 440 South African properties. But that's not all. They also have a 62.2% interest in the ASX listed Growth Point Properties Australia, which owns 58 properties in Australia. So my money is also exposed to these 58 properties in Australia. Not only that, it also has a 52.1% interest in the London Stock Exchange listed Capital and Regional PLC, which owns 7 properties in the United Kingdom, valued at 14.8 billion rand. So my money is exposed to all these properties. Let's look at another REIT. Let's go this time to the Easy Equities USD. I'm going to look for the Realty Reit, and I'm going to click on Yahoo Finance profile. Okay, so it says the company is structured as a REIT and its monthly dividends are supported by the cash flow from over 6,500 real estate properties owned under long-term lease agreements with commercial clients. So this is what I'm talking about when I say REITs are more diversified than buying a single property. Difference number 3 is that with EasyProperties, you are buying physical property in specific locations that you know. But properties owned by REITs are a mixture of tens or hundreds or even thousands of properties in different locations. Back to EasyProperties, I clicked on Browse Properties. With these properties, you know exactly where your investments are. So for example, the Reed, the address is 28 Beacon Avenue, Lindbro Park. 7 Middle Road, Morningside in Sandton. Polo Fields Drive, Waterfall, and so forth. So you know exactly where your property is located. But with REITs, because they own hundreds and hundreds of properties, it is almost impossible to know where each and every one of those properties are. So for example, this is the Growth Point Properties website. So you can see with the South African business, they've got office properties, industrial properties, retail, the V&A Waterfront in Cape Town, the healthcare fund. So if we click on retail, let me just scroll down. Okay, so there they are: Northwest Shopping Centers, Waterfall Mall, Eastern Cape Shopping Centers, Green Acres, Walmer Park, Beacon Bay, KZN Shopping Centers, City View, Hillcrest, Watercrest Mall, Westville Mall, Western Cape, Gauteng Shopping Centers. This is only the retail. What about the office? Let's go and click on office. Office, they actually say geographic split. They've got 69% of their offices in Gauteng, Western Cape 25%, KZN 6% in total, 165 properties. This is the South African business. What about their international businesses? Remember, Growthpoint Properties has got properties in South Africa, Australia, the UK, as well as other parts of Africa and Europe as well. So with Growthpoint Australia, they've got 55 properties in Australia. Here's the geographic split. 39% in Victoria, 19% in Queensland, 14% South Australia, 14% New South Wales, 12% Western Australia, 2% ACT. I'm not even sure where that is. And let's have a look at capital and regional. Okay, number of properties is 7 properties. Location, UK, the value of those properties is 10.5 billion rand. What about the other regions? Let's click on global worth. Location, Poland and Romania. Number of properties is 66 of them and the value is 51 billion. Let's look at Lango. Lango's portfolio includes the following. So some retail and office properties in Ghana, Nigeria, Zambia, and Angola. Difference number 4. EasyProperties only sells South African properties. But with Reits, you can buy not only South African Reits, but international Reits as well. Difference number 5 is that EasyProperties pays out dividends, which are subject to the 20% dividend withholding tax. But REIT distributions are classified as income, and you as the investor will be taxed according to where you fall on the SARS income tax tables. Difference number 6 is that you cannot avoid the 20% dividend tax for your EasyProperties, but with REITs, you can avoid paying income tax if you buy property ETFs inside of your tax-free savings account, your TFSA. Okay guys, that's it. I hope I have helped to clear the confusion and you now have a better understanding of what the differences are between EasyProperties and REITs. If you have any questions or comments about this, please type them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Also guys, I have launched an online store for all my ebooks about investing in personal finance. To buy my ebooks, please go to talkingmoneywithnosy.com. I will leave the link in the description below. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any new content that I post. See you in the next one. Bye guys.